Hello and welcome to week 37 of the Country Garden Crochet Along, and it's our final week. So to finish off, we're going to be adding a final round to our border, and we're going to be securing our butterfly wings. And that's it, we're going to be done. Okay, so how do we do it?
Okay, so before we weave our ends in, we're going to add the last round. And I'm going to use the dark blue for this. Now this is a really simple edging, but it just looks simple but nice. So it's at any stitch on your outer edge, just join in the blue and give it a chain 1 to secure. Okay, so I'm just going to mark that chain 1. The mystery of the disappearing stitch marker. Ah, there it is. Sorry, just slipped down the side of my camera stand. Right, we're going to chain 1 to secure. In the next stitch, you're going to make a slip stitch. Then chain 1. In the next stitch, make a slip stitch. Chain 1 and slip stitch, and that's it. This is it all the way around. It's just chain 1 and slip stitch. So on this round you're not going to worry about your corners, it's just chain 1, slip stitch all the way around. Just ignore the corner stitch and just keep going round. Nice and simple, but gives this lovely edging. It's almost slightly wavy, just not quite, but it just looks pretty. Simple but pretty. Oops. And that is all there is to it. So ignore your corners. There's no extra stitches added on this round. My yarn splitting. So every stitch it's just chain 1, slip stitch in the next stitch. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this round, and I'll come back to you when I get back round to the beginning. Okay, so I got back round to the beginning and we need to join into our first stitch. I'm just going to take this stitch marker out. Okay, so to join in, you're going to join into that first stitch that you made your join into, but just get to the other side of it. Okay, so you don't want to join on this side of your stitch, you want to join it on the other side of the yarn, and it just gives a bit of a neater finish. And just join with a slip stitch. And that's this round complete. So I'm going to cut that off, pull out my hook, and now we need to weave in our ends. So these ones, you weave in as usual, but we need to weave in the ends and secure our butterfly wings. Okay, so we're going to do 2 birds with 1 stone with this, and we're going to secure our wings and weave in our ends at the same time. Okay, so we'll start with this one. So I'm just going to get my needle and thread in that, and then I'm just going to pull that end to the back. Right, so you want to position your wings so that you're happy with them. So I'm doing mine so here's the there's the double crochet that goes into the above where you made your butterfly around the posts. And then I'm going to go 2 double crochet over, and that's where I'm going to secure the tip of my top wing. So I'm just going to bring my needle up through here. I'm just going to catch the loops on the back, bring that up, go through the loops on the back, and then just push my needle through. And that's all I'm doing. I'm just tacking it on. So it doesn't need to be ultra sewed down, it just needs to be tacked on a little bit loosely. And then from there, I'm just going to push the yarn through the back loops. You don't want to pull tight, just so it's nice and secure. I'm going to go down through those loops. Okay, so that's just nicely tacked on. It's not, that top wind's not pulling, it's not rippling anywhere, so it's just nicely where it needs to be placed. And now we need the bottom wing. So I want mine slightly downward facing, so the tip is where the top row of this panel meets the border. Okay, so just going to go through the top loops again, and you can see I'm just getting the butterfly through those back loops. I'm just going to pull it through like that. Okay, so that's that side of the wing secured, and then I just need to weave in the rest of the tail so that's nice and secure on the blanket. You have to forgive me if I make a bit of a bodge up of this. I'm doing it upside down at an angle I usually wouldn't, but you'll get the idea. And we'll keep the butterfly secure and weave it at the same time. There's nothing like being able to get 2 jobs done in one. So I'm going to use one tail to do one side of the butterfly wings and the other tail to do the other. So that's that one done. I'll just put my scissors and I'll cut off that end. And there's my first wing secured. So I haven't secured this side because that'll be fine. As long as you secure the tips, it will largely stay put. So now I just need to do the other side. So I'm just going to repeat the process again with the other tail. So this one's already on the back, so I'll just pop this into my needle. So I tend to use a needle with quite a sharp point, so just make it easier to go through the stitches. It's very handy, especially if you crochet tight like me. Okay, so 2 across from that stitch in the middle there, so I want it there. Bring that through and then go through the back loops to secure the point. And then I'm just going to go through to the back again. So that tip's now secure, and I will go down and through, so then we can secure the lower wing. Just make sure that doesn't ruffle up. Okay, so now I need to secure the bottom wing. So down here towards the bottom, I'm just going to grab, there we go, So we're just going through and tacking those back loops down. There we go. And that's it. And then just secure that ending and just weave it around a bit. I'll just make sure I go through the yellow and blue a couple of times and crochet back over themselves. So that creates a knot within the yarn, and that's what will make it stay put. There we go. Oof, very short end, but will it go through one more time? I reckon so. There we go. Nice and done. That'll do. Just cut that off. And that is one butterfly secured. So you just need to go around and secure all your butterflies ends in and get them nicely tacked down. And then once you've woven in your ends, we're done. That is the Country Garden Crochet Along complete. So what does it look like when you're finished?